बिरिया चलती बिरिया चलती बिरिया चलती बिरिया।
On this chadar, a very special chadar that the weavers have to weave, and that chadariya will be put on you, yeah, when this body has become so old, so incapable, not only to keep you warm, but when this body dies, there is another chadariya to cover this body so that nobody sees its ugly face. And that chadariya now, he is speaking.
हमका उड़ावे चादरिया हमका उड़ावे चादरिया चलती बिरिया चलती बिरिया चलती बिरिया चलती बिरिया हमका उड़ावे चादरिया चलती बिरिया चलती बिरिया चलती बिरिया चलती बिरिया। जब नित सन लागे प्राण राम जब नित सन लागे प्राण राम जब नित सन लागे प्राण राम जब नित सन लागे छूट गई सब बैरिया चढ़ती बेरिया चढ़ती बेरिया हमका उड़ावे चादरिया चलती बेरिया चलती बेरिया हमका उड़ावे चादरिया। भीतर से जब बाहर लाए 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 उलट गई दो मैना पुतरिया चढ़ती बिरिया चलती बिरिया हमका उड़ावे चादरिया चलती बिरिया चलती बिरिया हमका उड़ावे चादरिया। चार जने मिली खाट उठाई 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 रोवत चले डगर डगरिया चलती बेरिया चलती बेरिया हमका उड़ावे चादरिया चलती बेरिया चलती बेरिया हमका उड़ावे चादरिया। कहत कबीरा सुनो भाई साधो, कहत कबीरा सुनो भाई साधो, कहत कबीरा सुनो भाई साधो, कहत कबीरा सुनो भाई साधो। संग चली बस सूखी लकड़िया, चलती बेरिया, चलती बेरिया, चलती बेरिया, चलती बेरिया। हुमका उड़ावे चादरिया, चलती बेरिया, चलती बेरिया, चलती बेरिया, चलती बेरिया।
That's how you should go, with a standing ovation. But not shrouded. Humka Oodhave Chadariya, Chalati Biriya. When that appointed time has come to depart from this body, one more cloth, one more chadariya is put on this body to cover this body. तो हमको चढ़ावे चदरिया चलती बिरिया, प्राण राम जब निकसन लागे. When that divine life begins to leave this body, what are the signs? उलट गई दो नयन पुतरिया. These eyes, which constantly were looking around and fascinated by the colors, the images, the forms, the sense objects, that eyes, they start lifting up and turn backwards. आँख चढ़ जाती. उलट गई दो नयन पुतरिया, which means those eyes cannot see anything outside, and completely blinded to the world to which it was so attached and fascinated, those eyes turn upward. और भीतर से जब बाहर लाए, and from inside, when they bring this body outside the house, or even when the life comes outside this body, भीतर से जब बाहर लाए, टूट गई सब महल अटरिया, और छूट गई सब महल अटरिया. All palace, huge homes and palaces that were built by that person, home and family, all relationships are broken. Really speaking, also, this body is also called as mahal, a palace that was given to us. But when this pran ram jab nikasan lage, when this life begins to leave this body, and when it comes out of this body, everything is left behind. All relationships with this body is broken, and everything that is related with this body is also left behind. चार जने मिली खाट उठाई. At that time, 4 people pick up that bed on which that body is laid down, and रोवत चले Dagar Dagariya. And they take you over hillocks, stones, over the fields. Dagar Dagariya, they carry you there, and everybody at that moment crying. There is another twist to this. Just as 4 people carry the bed of the dead body, the wise one thinks that it is a dolly. It is a dolly by which the bride is going towards her beloved. Or really speaking, this body that came from dust is going to dust. Char jana mili khat uthain. 4 of them are lifting. Rovat chale dagar dagariya. And crying, people lift you and go to the cremation ground. Kahat Kabir suno bhai sadhu. Everybody might be crying at that time for you, but leaves you alone to burn in the fireplace. And sang chali bas sukhi lakariya. And what remains with you is only that dry wood that is burning. This body also, which was said that bhini, surat se bhini, that was filled with life, filled with vitality, filled with the very elixir of life, now has become like a dry piece of wood, which quickly gets consumed by the flames of the pyre, and you remain only with that wood, and everybody who was crying for you have left you and gone. Hans chala akela. This is what? That when that chadar has become old and still we have not awakened to make good use of it, then one day another shroud will be put on you and taken to the cremation ground. For this body which is inert, when life goes from it, this body which is inert has only to be burnt like wood. Sounds quite. Once, a group of teenagers in India heard that one youngster had called me to their home, and he said, at that time, young brahmachari, this young brahmachari is coming, Swami is coming to my house. You all come, you all come, you all come. They said, they asked so many questions to him. Can you give answers to this question? Can you do this? So he told me, I'm calling my friends, but please can you answer to them their questions? And most people think that brahmachari swamis are meant to just tell your future. And if they can tell you your future, and that future is actually very nice, bade poche hue Mahatma hai. Very, very great Mahatma. So they said, how do we know he's a Mahatma? How do we know he's a Swami? How do we know he's... So that person said, you just come and be with him and just listen to him. So they came and very defiant. This one boy comes, sits beside me and says, Can you tell me my future? I said, definitely. Definitely. I can tell you your future. I can read your destiny. For sure I can. So I said, but first you have to sit in front of me because I have to read your destiny on your forehead. Because that's where it is written. Yeah? Not so much in your hands, because you don't do much with your hands. So your destiny is not in your hands. But it is written on your forehead. I can tell you your destiny. So they said, but if you bluff, I said, it is written on your head and I can write it and sign it and give it to you, and you will not be able to prove me wrong. So the other said, can you tell my destiny also? My destiny. I said, I can tell all your destiny. At one time I said, yes. Close your eyes, sit quiet, relax, so that I can see your destiny clearly. Could see them a bit restless. Luckily there was no mobile phones to ring. Yeah. So, and they saw me reading their destiny. Then they opened their eyes and said, now tell our destiny. Yeah. So I said, your destiny, which will never be proven wrong, my prediction that you all are going to die. Prove me wrong now. Yeah. Hundreds of you, your destiny I've told you or not? Because in between anything may be sure, it may be a probability, somebody can predict right, wrong, whatever it may be. But this destiny of yours is for sure. Yeah? And you have to meet this destiny. Yeah? Is it not? And that which is inevitable. Yeah. Why are we so worried about it? Because that which is natural in this world, that which is inevitable in this world, that which we know that summer is gone, the rainy season will come. Do you worry about the rainy? These days with El Nino and all that. Now, if you bring Mexicans here, then what else do you expect? El Nino effect. Yeah? But the seasons will come and go. So what do? There's another very beautiful. Gagan ghata gehrani. Sadho gagan ghata gehrani. Yeah? That the clouds have risen and the wind is blowing. It is for sure the rains are coming. Therefore, now get up quickly and sow your seeds. Yeah. Because remaining, the rain will do it. So when the opportune situation comes, when the opportunity we had or we have, that is the time we have to sow the seeds of our right actions. We have to sow the seed of our knowledge. And if that time we don't do it, when the rains come and shower, there are no seeds to sprout. Beautiful, beautiful shabads, so many of them, so many beautiful songs of Sant Kabir are there. To even how to recognize that biraya, that time, the time to sow, the time to act, And when the time comes to leave, when the time comes to leave, rather than we go crying. There's another doha very similar to this. ऐसी करनी कर चलो पाछे हंसी ना होए. That people don't laugh behind you. People don't make fun of your life. People don't say how this person really had everything and what left everything behind, took nothing with it. No. So when we have the opportunity of this life, and this also precious life, where we have got this human body, in this human body also such a capable body, and parentage also, in a cultural family, given even very easy means of livelihood to sustain this body. And in that body also, we got an opportunity to be beautified, to be colored by a rangrez, by the Guru. And still, we allowed this body just to be old and wasted it away. Then, very gloriously, you would be covered by a nice brocade cloth. Really speaking, the village's special shroud is made only for burning this body from the top also. But come on, you won't branded clothes, so your friends and relatives are going to put on you branded Chadariya. To cover you, because you wore designer clothes, only for it to burn you from the top also. All the saints and sages, they made death their awakening call. Kinta kal kuari kaya जुगत डंडा पर तीत आई पंथी सगल जमाती मन जीते जगजीत आदेश तिसे आदेश आद अनिल अनाद अनाद जुग जुग एको वेश. Guru Nanak Sagar said that this body that was given to us finally खाक में मिल जाएगा, will only become dust and ashes. And yet, whole life went pampering this body. We made a comedy of life, and in the death, we become comedy for others. Yeah? Because really, they see fireworks. Yeah? They cry in front of you, but afterwards, they are overjoyed because you didn't take anything with you and you left behind for them a lot. And if you did not leave a lot for them, they will definitely say, good riddance, bad rubbish. At least we didn't have to spend upon him. Yeah? And therefore, टूट गई सब महल अटरिया और छूट गई सब महल अटरिया. And therefore, whether it is Kathopanishad, whether it is Srimad Bhagavatam, confronting our death, makes us gain the knowledge of that which is deathless, the seeking of that which is deathless. And many such songs Kabir has sung. And many people are afraid of the word even death. Oh, don't tell me. It is inevitable. The sooner we recognize our vulnerability to death, that we will seek that which is permanent, that which is, and pay attention to that which leaves this body, and this body then becomes nothing but a dry stick to be burnt or gets easily enflamed. And from that standpoint, all that we have done, all that we have achieved, all that we have known, all that we have produced, all the things that we have been attached to, all the people that I think as my own, where are they? Yeah. And the one who leaves this body was not taken care of, was not valued. And all the time you cried, people don't value you. Did you value yourself? Did you make your life full of values? Did you become valuable? All these questions come to our mind with its rhetorical nature to give us answers, that what have we done with our